Yes, everybody, it's match day. Welcome along here. It is Forever United TV. We're building up to the game. Everything that's going on later will come. We're kicking off at 4:15 for the watch along later on, everybody. So we're just going to get our warm up done, get our look ahead, and everything that is building up to the game. Little news, headlines, little sneaky hints about what might happen, who might play. Get your score predictions in, who you're looking out for. Would you start Sesko or play Mason Mount? Are you bringing Audrey and Nana back into this side? I am not. We're seeing hints and sort of clues as to what might be happening online right now. Social media, again, a bit of a giveaway. But then, like I was told last night, sometimes when these players put these big posts out on Instagram about them with the graphics of the ground and what team they're playing against this weekend, you usually get excited that could possibly be them telling you that they're playing. But then it hasn't worked that way quite often, so maybe not, because Bayender has done one and Benjamin Sesko has done one. Two names on our list of players that are up for coming back into the side against Fulham today. Really excited for this game. It's going to be a really tough one for Manchester United. Before we do get into it though, there has been some more breaking news regarding Manchester United's hunt for a goalkeeper. Manchester United and Manchester City are about to announce a goalkeeper signings. Donnarumma for Manchester City linked to Manchester United at one stage. Now not, obviously, because he's too expensive. City have taken the plunge after the disaster class of James Trafford yesterday over there on the blue half of Manchester. But on the red half, it does now look like a matter of if and not when for Senny Lamens to Manchester United. Jamie Jackson of The Guardian and a few other publications now reporting that this announcement is imminent, and we could actually get it today in and around the game. Wouldn't it be nice if Manchester United won a Premier League game and then announced a new signing going into the last week of the transfer window? It would be what you would call one of them Carlsberg days, wouldn't it? It really would. But look, most important thing right now today is 3 points, getting that win and getting up that table, making ourselves known to the rest of the Premier League. We did it last week against Arsenal. No cigar though, no result, no 3 points. Arsenal now sitting pretty, and everyone's forgotten about that performance of Arsenal's against United because they've got 6 points and are top of the league. Points, points, points. Manchester United need to get wins. Ruben needs wins. He's played more games than he has Premier League points so far, Ruben Amorim. It's shocking. It's horrendous. We need a win. A draw probably is still not going to cut it today. It's a slow start. It's 1 point from 6, heading into a home game against Burnley and then City, where anything can happen. And then looking at that, you'd expect what? There's a good chance, a lot would say, going off the way that football is and the way that both teams are playing, that it could be 4 points from the opening 12 for Ruben Amorim. And that, I think, would be a bit of a disaster start to the season. We are playing better. Can we transfer that into points on the board? That's the big question now. Can United get to a point where they are actually winning games as well as performing in games? Please, please, please get the win today, United. Lots of comments flooding in already on that one. Talk to me about Lamens if you want as well. That moving close. There's not much more to really say with that transfer, except when is it happening now, it would seem. Looks like 17.5 million is the number going around, and there were reports earlier on that Manchester United might have to buy a little bit more. We reported on that this morning in the first show of the day. United might have to pay that United tax again, but looking at it now, it does look like Manchester United have got their man at the right price. In fact, just an update quickly. Lamens left out of the Royal Antwerp starting 11 today as negotiations with Manchester United are advancing. The Belgian goalkeeper has agreed personal terms with Man United and the two clubs are close to agreeing a fee. Romano. That pretty much tells you where this is going. We said it earlier on, if you're left out of a matchday squad, it means something's happening behind the scenes. It clearly means that the deal is close. So, Lamens announced 3 points for United. Let's have it, please, today. Get into the comments, people. Who are we looking out for? I just want to see United play exactly the same way with the same intensity and courage and bravery as we did against Arsenal. If we play like we did against Arsenal, United win this game today. I think everybody gets that. It's going to be interesting to see if he sticks with the Casemiro and Bruno midfield as well. Talking about Casemiro in particular in his embargoed version of his press conference, Ruben Amorim, about Casemiro and obviously the way that he was running, how fit he looks, and everything else that's going on. Like, honestly, right now, Manchester United, I just look at the team and I just say there's no reason why we cannot do that again. If we're not doing that again and not performing to that level again, then everybody's going to lose faith in what Ruben Amorim is doing. And that will be instant. You cannot have more games than points. That's relegation form. And that will not, and the fan base will not stand for it much longer. He has been backed in this window. It's now time for Ruben's plan to come to the fore, and we need to start seeing results on top of this. Put the ball in the back of the net. We haven't been prolific. We've never really put anyone to bed, and this is a good chance here today to prove a point. Yes, Fulham is going to be tough, and I would take a 1-0 right now, a stinky, horrible 1-0 win just to get off the mark. I would, because I think United are still going to play well. I don't care if it's a scrappy, lucky goal, own goal, anything, penalty, doesn't matter. For me, the win is the most important thing. But can this performance, that's the question we're asking, can this performance provide us with a thumping win? Can it give us that springboard going into the rest of this season now? Because this is what these games are. This is what the start of the season is. This first 3 games before international break are so important, just to put a marker down and give yourselves that little bit of a boost going in to the rest of the busy period of the season. The games are going to come thick and fast even though we're out of Europe. Let's not forget, we've got the Carabao Cup this week. When we come back from international break, yeah, we haven't got Europe, but the week after it's the Carabao Cup again if we beat Grimsby this week, that is. So another game there. And United still have got to get through this tricky early phase of this season. And of course, alongside that, you're going to have to deal with, I think, for Ruben, he's figuring out his best team. Do we think he knows his best team yet? I think he wants to bring Sesko in. I just don't believe he thinks he's fully ready to come in yet, personally. Does he know his best goalkeeper? That's a question that's going to be asked right now. As soon as this signing is done for Senny Lamens, when does he come through? We were speaking about this earlier this morning. Honestly, after international break, I'm bringing him straight in. I'm not messing around. There's no time to waste this season for Ruben Amorim. People are always going to ask questions. Look, you're not going to get any better result out of starting Lamens in goal, Onana or Bayende right now. It's not going to be any worse if you play Lamens. Like, there's no proof in Onana or Bayende being better goalkeepers and suiting what we need to do right now. He needs to just make his mind up about which way he wants to go with the players and then stick to it. Go with it full throttle and get the job done. That's what I think. And then I think Sesko would be in there as well. I think he will come into the team. I think he'll probably start him against Burnley. Look, I hope he starts him today. I really do, because I want to see him. But I said this morning, I'm not too concerned if Mason Mount starts either, because he has been playing well. Will it be more of a job for Fulham to defend against us if we've got Sesko than Mount? Yeah, I think Mount works in playing a defensive sort of front line to Arsenal, who are very dangerous. Whereas you want to go and win a game, I think you're playing Sesko and you're on the front foot. You're putting crosses in the box, you're risking it, you're getting out wide, you're feeding Sesko, you're taking that chance of defending from the front by scoring goals. Like, you can always counteract what the opposition is going to do, but if it's to the detriment of your quality players, then you really are looking at counterproductivity, and that's what Manchester United have been. Like, the amount of wins that this team has had over the last, 30 games is diabolical. We need to start going out to win games and build confidence in attacking, I feel. And that's why I would bring in Sesko. I think he gives us more options. Of course he does. He scores more goals than Mason Mount. Afternoon greetings from Ireland. It's an absolute pleasure to listen to your show. Keep up the good work, says John. Thank you very much, John. I love that comment, mate. I really appreciate them sorts of comments with all the hard work going on behind the scenes. Like I said, I'll keep on saying it, but more to come, guys. More and more improvements coming along. Right, let's get into all of your comments and thoughts. This is what I want from today. I want loads of opinions on everything going on. Bruno can't be running around everywhere as an 8. He needs to be disciplined in his approach, otherwise Casemiro will struggle. Ahmad needs to start as well. He is one of the best players we have. Mr. Bigglesworth says, the danger is if we don't pick up max points in the next 2 EPL games, we then have back-to-back games against Manchester City and Chelsea. and then you're always running the risk of completely being blown out of the race early doors. Look, Ruben can't afford to be not taking points against the so-called lesser sides. No disrespect. Fulham were better than us last season, I know. But you need to win this game. You need to win Burnley. And then when the bigger games come around, if they go either way, you've got a little bit of breathing space because you haven't messed up in the smaller games. Manchester United, if they take care of business in the smaller games and they win or don't lose at home in them massive games against the bigger clubs, we will get into European football next season. It's a guarantee. That's got to be the aim. That's got to be the plan for Man United this season. Playing with a working system is what I'm hoping for. A win would be wonderful. Stop building up unnecessary pressure. I don't know if you're aiming at Ruben there or not, Ingy, but thank you for the comment, mate. Ian, welcome to the Members Club, buddy. Thank you. Really appreciate that, my man. Right, more comments, please, everyone. Let's get them in. Sesko, Cunha and Mbeumo will be a nightmare for Fulham's defence. Cunha has got form on this ground as well. Look, this is why I feel a lot more comfortable and confident that United can get a win, because you've got Mbeumo, you've got Cunha, you've got the tried and tested, proven Premier League players who have got that killer instinct. And that, I think, takes the pressure off everybody else. It takes pressure off Bruno doing what Bruno does. Ahmad doesn't have to chip in as much. He is going to chip in, but not as much. But him and Dorgu, I think if United go for Fulham today, this could be a real ding-dong game. I think Fulham will score. I do. I believe Fulham will score in the game today. I think United still come away with the win. My prediction, by the way, is a 3-1 Man United win. That's what I've gone for. It's bold. I know. I said at the top, I will take a scrappy 1-0, 2-1, anything. But I can see goals in this game today. I can see Fulham scoring also. And we're going to need to see character from Manchester United, I feel. So my preferred 11, this is what it would be. And I'll go through what I think Ruben's going to play. My preferred 11 would be De Ligt, Yoro, and probably Shaw, because Shaw was very good against Arsenal. I'm not going to drop a player from a winning team. Well, it wasn't a winning team, wasn't it? But a good performance, let's just say. You know what I mean. I would keep Bayindir in goal. I would not bring Andre Onana back in. There's no point. Either one of them isn't necessary right now. But if he brings Onana back in, I think he's trying to say, look, Bayindir, sorry, mate, you're on your bike. Lamans is coming in. I think he dislodges both of them eventually. So let's see what happens there. So, yeah, that would be my back four with the goalkeeper. Wing-backs would be Dorgu left, Ahmad on the right. I think we just need to have an attacking presence. We need to scare Fulham rather than play into their strengths, which is sitting back, because Dalot isn't the best defender anyway. He's good. He's very good. But I would rather have that bite up front and that bite on the counter-attack. And with Ahmad and with Dorgu either side of Bruno and Casemiro, because I would stick with them two as well, I think United have got so much more. I would go all-out attacking formation, but you've got the security there still, I feel, because Dorgu will track back. Ahmad is good at tracking back, and nobody gives him credit for it. I would play Sesko up top. I would drop Mount. I would play I would play Cunha and Mbeumo. Look, I know it's going to divide opinion, and I know it's a going for it type of formation, and it does leave us a little bit open, but I just feel like with Casemiro in front of that back three, they're not moving anywhere. That's a good solid base. I think Dorgu is fast enough to get back, so too is Ahmad to get back. Bruno will be up and down that pitch. I think with it being a smaller pitch, United need better technical players on the ball. And that does count for something as well. Being a smaller ground and a smaller pitch, you want players that when you ping a ball into them, they are going to do something with it and can take that ball. I think everyone in that team can hold on to the ball comfortably and walk away with it and do something with it. There are players I don't think are comfortable on the ball that could be playing in this game today. And that, I think, is where Manchester United win it. I just think we just need to be... I think we need to feel confident and trust in our forward players. It's about time that we did do it. And you know what? If we go hell for leather, we have a ding-dong game, we're scoring plenty of goals and we may just miss out, then we can actually say at least we went out to win the game. We scored goals, we looked dangerous. Instead of that lapsical, crap, lethargic, slow build-up play, trying to play safe because we don't want to risk anything or give anything away. Look, I know mistakes are going to come. It's part of the game. I just hope we've scored enough goals to counteract them. That's all I'm thinking. Let's get some more comments on as we go. Pile in, please, everybody. I do fancy Onana to be better with this set of players. I am really hoping Cunha and Mbeumo and Sesko's intelligence. Onana will pick up those 50-yard punts to break the press. Adam, you looked in the same crystal ball as me. 3-1, says Gary. Let's stick with it, Gaza, mate. No guarantees today. Let's say we drop points and lose today and get a draw against Burnley. How do you think the fan base will react? I don't know if Amorim can have a slow start and keep the backing. The questions will come and the pressure will mount. That's what I'm saying. With Ruben Amorim now, if that did happen, no fault through playing. Obviously, we can see we're playing better. But all anyone is going to ask right now is, are Manchester United winning that game? Have United won the game? That's all anyone is going to say after it. Points are what are important for Manchester United. Performances, I think, are there. I think we're getting better performances. The one against Arsenal was there. So, yeah, it is a spell in the game where it's a bit untidy, but we end up winning the game from that point. I'm not too bothered. I want to see glimpses and spells in the game where we can really see what United are doing. But sometimes you're going to have to dig in and do some ugly things as well. And I think a lot of the big teams do this. I said it. No one's talking about Arsenal's performance against Manchester United now. Their +6 goal difference with no goals conceded, top of the league after 2 games. 3 points in the bag. There are games when you have to dig it out. There are games when you can really let loose. Maybe we let loose against Burnley. Maybe we are solid today. Maybe go against what I said. Instead of going home, maybe just try and win the game and get some points on the board. There are different ways of looking at it. My way is not right. Nobody's way is right. Everybody has their own opinions about how United should approach this game. But I think a confidence and a belief in our ability, we win it. I do. I am very confident in this team. After what I saw last week and on pre-season, they're hard to beat and no pushovers anymore. I think we have got goals in us now. We've got players with ability that on their day can really show what they're worth, and I think on the bigger stage we have got characters that can handle the pressure as well. So when we need a win today, you've got the Matthias Cunha, you've got the Brian Mbeumo, Bruno Fernandes, Amad Diallo and Benjamin Sesko on the pitch. If Mason Mount starts, because I'll go through what I think will happen now with Ruben Amorim's side, I think he brings back Andre Onana. I think it'll be the same back three because of injuries. I think he'll play Dallo on the right. I think he'll play Dorgu on the left. It'll be Bruno and Casemiro in the middle again. And I do believe he will keep Mason Mount in the front three to the right or left of Cunha up front and Mbeumo on the other side. That's what I think he'll do. I think he's got this thing for Dallo and his professionalism, which I understand. But look, if he's going forward and he doesn't pick the right pass, he's going to get criticised. If we are controlling the game and Dallo is the man who keeps on getting the ball and doesn't put that ball onto somebody's head or to his feet and we get something from it, the question is going to be asked, why is Amad not playing? If we are this far up the pitch and we are controlling the game, Amad should be on the pitch. And I think he will make a massive difference in this game, Amad, if he is actually playing. Dallo is limited at best. We know he is. So let's just play the strongest that we can play. That's all I'm saying. Andre Onana can sit on the bench for this game, says Carl. Gabriel says, Adam, visit Botswana and discover, but get in touch. Got lots of young talent down here. Well, there you go. You could actually say Manchester United scouting network can spread its wings and go a little bit further, cast the net further. I think we are looking at doing that now, but I don't think it really matters right now, mate, to be honest. I think it's all about today. I think getting points on the board in this first team right now is adding to that foundation that Manchester United have built with their investment into the recruitment side of things, bringing in players from Africa, from South America, from all over the globe, from Australia as well, with James Overy playing a great game yesterday for Man United's under-18s. He was brought in last summer as well. There is so many bits of talent in and around Manchester United that are just being pieced together right now. All of that only works if United start doing it on the pitch. And I think today is a big day for us. Andre Onana's season stats compared to other goalkeepers in the EPL last season. Least goals conceded per game, 1.9, ranked 10th. Clean sheets, 9, ranked 7th, like joint 7th. It doesn't matter that. The defence keeps clean sheets. Onana gives clean sheets away. He gives goals away. I don't care. Like, the data analysis can do one for goalkeepers. It really can. There's different circumstances that come into play with goalkeepers for me. And I think Onana creates these circumstances, and that's my problem. This man has got a real risk of running that 8-second rule very, very close. Very close. Honestly, if that happens this season with him, I will do my nut. And it will be on Manchester United, not Andre Onana. They had the chance this summer. It's not Onana's fault he's still in the team. It's Man United's fault. They could have made it very, very clear. But no. If Ray didn't make 2 great saves, we'd have won last week 2-1. This is why I think the team doesn't change. Yep, doesn't change. You could say that. I do. Oh, yeah, but to be honest, making great saves after we'd made changes as well. So, kind of, I know what you're saying there, Stu, but later on in the game, he was making saves because United had changed the team and brought the other players in who didn't start. So you can look at it a couple of ways. Then we have the same thing with Ten Hag regarding Ahmad and leaving him out for his favourite Antony. Ahmad needs to play, and he's a match winner more often than not. Yeah, I hope he starts to get more game time. I hope he plays him. I really do. Because I think everyone is just looking at this and saying, Dalot's a safer bet defending. I just feel like Ahmad is getting... I think he's getting overlooked for his actual defensive duties. I think he does do a good job defensively as well. And people don't give him credit for it. Because he's so good going forward, they forget about it. We've got a poll running right now. Will Sesko start? That has just finished. 85% of you have said Benjamin Sesko will start today. Interesting. The eye test tells you Onana ain't good enough. The way he dives is utterly ridiculous. He just throws his legs up in the air. Yeah, he is a shocking shot stopper. I'm sorry, from distance and the way he does dive for the ball, he goes about it all wrong. All wrong. Danny B says 100% Adam Lamens should be signed before pre-season. It should have been sorted before everything really got going. And Onana should have been dealt with sooner. I do believe in that strongly as well. And if Onana does come in this season, messes anything up, then he's on Ruben, I'm afraid. There are other options there. Just checking out some news breaking in. Nothing much to be concerned about. More on that Bruno garbage story, which isn't going to happen. If you didn't see it earlier on, there has been a bid from Al Ittihad from them for Bruno Fernandes. That isn't happening, no. So, no go on that one. Are you coming along for the watch-along? That is the poll right now. Get involved, people. Get as many in as possible on the watch-along. Honestly, it's brilliant. We have a laugh. You can just jump in and out, whatever you want to do. Just keep us on in the background. You might as well have us talking about the game rather than the crap commentary on. So put the watch-along on. Listen to us, cheer along with you, and obviously get involved if you want to as well. So yeah, get voting on that poll as well, everyone. Let me know if you are coming along to the watch-along this afternoon. We're kicking it off at 3:45. So 3:45 kick-off time on the watch-along today. This is our little warm-up show that we are doing on every match day. Kind of like the driving, like the road trip type of video, but we started to do this live just to get some more opinion. So Amarin plays a midfield 2. Isn't that an issue? Not really. If this system works properly, the defence comes forward. So one of the centre-backs comes in and makes it even more compact and plays more there. They just have to learn the system. The system will play what Ruben wants to when he's got the right people in place. I think he's starting to get what he wants, and we're starting to see the system work a bit more. Ten Hag should have definitely gone to Specsavers before he bought Onana. He's had him before. He's bought him twice. And he's still... Oh, my God. He still didn't prove anything in either one of them spells at either club. It's scary. Like, it really is scary how we allowed Ten Hag to just buy players that were good for him at another football club. The recruitment should have taken over and helped Ten Hag and told him no before he actually bought the players he did. We'll dismantle United the same way we always do. Calm football, smart play, no drama. That's there you go. There's a Fulham fan in the chat there. Nice one. Well, I can't remember the last time you won at Craven Cottage against us, mate. So I'm not sure about that dismantling of Manchester United. It's at Craven Cottage hasn't really worked out that way. So yeah, I don't know what you're on about there. But hey, anyway, you're doing all right at Old Trafford. Thank God you're not at Old Trafford today then. Yeah, well, looking at this, like Ben Jacobs is actually saying that both goalkeepers will stay at Manchester United probably until January. So maybe Bainday, I don't know how he's going to play, because if you're spending nearly 20 million on a goalkeeper, you're going to play him ahead of Bainday. So United are going into January with 4 goalkeepers. Maybe, look, that might tempt Bainday into trying to find a move away from Manchester United before this window shuts. Maybe this is just a release to the press from Manchester United to get the word out and get people talking. The agents of the players pick up on these things and then start to talk. So this could be something that is happening here. So you never know. It could be a ploy for Manchester United to put this out. So yeah, like I said, I can't see us surviving with 4 goalkeepers. What's the point in Tom Eaton? That guy, he's just falling further and further down the pecking order and having less and less to do every single week, innit? It's a madness. It really is. Amazing amount of people in the room with us on the warm-up show as well. The channel is absolutely going from strength to strength. Love it, everybody. Please do make sure that you hit that subscribe button. Closing in on the 98,000. Giveaway on 98k. Don't forget, everybody. Don't forget. We have match day specials today on Match Bingo. Also, please scan the QR code on the screen there and come and join us for our Match Bingo. We're doing this all the way through the watch along and we'll give you more information on it, but it's dead self-explanatory. Scan the QR code or drop into the description and click that link on Match Bingo. Download the app, create your profile, all free, dead easy. Then deposit as little as £5. That will be doubled as a new customer. If you hit the QR code, if you hit the promo code FUTV, all capitals, in that section, in signing up, or in the promo code section, even if you've already got an account, you'll get a 200% boost off FUTV right now. That easy. And today's prize pot is upwards of 300 quid for a £2 card. That's it. Obviously, there are caps and there are safeguarding metrics in place on the app as well to make it more fun and safer for you as well. Please gamble aware, of course. But make sure you're there with us today. We're going to have a load of fun with that one. While United are beating Fulham, winning a load of money. Love it. Yeah, are you joining us on the watch along? I did mention this just a minute ago. That's our poll. Make sure you get voting on that one, everybody. We've got plenty of people according to that poll right now already coming with us today. So thank you again if you are. Just looking, again, I did this earlier on and I was working out the games that are on today and the games that are being played. If things go our way, which they could, because obviously Fulham are ahead of us, and then you've got a few teams playing each other that are ahead of us also in the league table. If United get a good result today, and a very good result today, we could be in the top 4 come the end of the day before Liverpool play tomorrow, of course. Liverpool have got to still play, but for a day, we might actually be back in the top 4. Now, we have to win by three clear goals, at least, to get up there. But a definite opportunity for Manchester United to break into the top half of the table, at least today. A win will do that for us. 100% guaranteed. If we win the game, we are back in the top 10 today. So that is good news. Obviously, the other results have to go our way. But you would have thought with the teams playing each other above us as well, that will give us a chance at least be, I think, 10th in the table today, which is our highest position in God knows how long in the Premier League. I can't remember the last time we were in the top half of the table. I honestly can't. It is scary. It really is. But look, that is my prediction for the game today. 3-1 United. I think we'll get that result. I think we'll get the massive boost that Ruben needs, and I think we'll move forward from there. But everybody, that is our little warm-up show all done. I'm going to let that one run. Get your comments in. Give me your teams in the comment section, everybody. Who's scoring the goals today as well, please. Get that in once the live is finished. That's all I want from you now in build-up. And then I'll see you at 4:15 for the kickoff on the watch-along here on FUTV YouTube, everybody. Don't forget, after that, we are doing a calling show after the watch-along. We're doing a calling show. More on that while the watch-along's playing. So join us for all of the details on that as well. Have a good afternoon, everybody. Enjoy the other games that are on in the build-up to this big one today. And I'll see you all for the watch-along in not too long at all, actually. Just a couple of hours, in fact. Have a good one, everyone. See